Are you passionate about art or natural and human history? Are you organized, creative, and flexible? Do you have a good eye for collecting? If you display these traits, then you exhibit the right skills to be a curator. Curators acquire, document, study, interpret, coordinate, and organize displays and exhibitions of artifacts, specimens, or cultural heritage. We met with a curator working here in Alberta to collect more details of this special career.
Hi, my name is Autumn, and I'm a curator. Curators work with collections management, creating exhibitions for display. Some of the items that are curated are art, natural history specimens, cultural artifacts, or cultural heritage items or practices. Someone working in curatorship could work in an arts institution or a museum, or really anything that requires collections management. There's both independent curators who can work on exhibitions for a multitude of institutions, and then there's also curators that work for a specific cultural institution. One of my favorite parts of my job is working with the artists themselves. In the types of exhibitions I do, I work with Indigenous artists, and my favorite part is emerging artists when they've had their work displayed for the first time and just their gratitude and excitement towards being exhibited. A typical day in the life of curator is highly variable depending on what project they're working on. So it can include many meetings to work on the logistics of the exhibition. Some of the other things that the day may include are installation of the exhibition, liaising with the artists, museums, or cultural institutions. The work doesn't stop after the installation is done. There's often interviews with the media, and there's the promotion of the exhibition. At the end of all of that, then there's exhibition takedown, and then getting the works back to all of the artists. Some of my duties include creating the call for artists. I go through all of the submissions and I select the ones that fit the theme. We also typically come up with the theme of the exhibition. I develop contracts that the artists will work with. I work on proposals for grants with different funding agencies. I develop some of the educational materials that go along with the exhibition. As a curator, you definitely need to have a good eye. You need to think about the space artistically. You need to be creative and flexible, and you'll need research and problem-solving skills. Interpersonal skills are very important in curatorship because you're dealing with a lot of different people. My work environment can be very hectic. I do deal with a lot of deadlines. There's many different parts of curatorship. I typically work from home as an independent curator, but I do make site visits during the planning phases of the exhibition. There's multiple streams of education that can lead to curatorship. There's no formal education required to become a curator in Alberta, but a degree in arts or culture is recommended. If you want to work with artists or work in a museum, I would highly suggest curatorship because it's so diverse. You can work in a range of institutions. It's a really exciting feeling to see everything come together in the end, to see all the works on the wall or on display. There's no other feeling like it.
In this career, you need to be a strong researcher, organizer, and problem solver. It helps to have good interpersonal and communication skills. It is also important to balance being methodical and detailed with being flexible and creative. If you display these skills, you may make a fine specimen as a curator. Collect more details about this occupation, including training requirements and salary ranges, in the occupational profile on the ALICE website. While you're there, check out some related occupations, including archivist, conservator, and anthropologist. Explore the possibilities. Go to alice.alberta.ca.